Lee Rowley, Kemi Badenoch has been a pretty standout performer so far in this contest, coming from declaring her campaign very recently to being a contender. But the right is split. What she is saying is the same thing, more or less, as what two other candidates may be saying. What marks her out?
Well, I think she's saying something pretty different, and she's saying the Conservative Party and the country is at a crossroads. We need to do something different, and that difference needs to be rooted both in traditional, timeless Conservative values, but also recognising that we are in a country which has got some challenges, which has got some problems, and has got some big things it needs to decide in the future. But it's her analysis and her approach which is different. The systems analysis, saying I'm going to go back to first principles, I'm going to ask why government is doing things that it's doing, I'm going to think through and then decide what policy is. That's a really refreshing approach, which is why I joined her campaign and why I really hope she succeeds today.
A lot of Conservatives will really like what she says, but they'll be questioning whether she can actually get there. There's going to be a heart and a head decision here. What's your answer to that charge?
Well, there was a heart and head decision at points in the past. I mean, Brexit, I wasn't personally sure about what to do, but I went with my heart and I voted for Brexit back in 2016. And I think here, if people are having that question in their minds, I will go with your heart. Ultimately, the Conservative Party has been in power for 12 years. We've done some really, really good things, but we have to make clear to the British people that we have a clear agenda about where we want to go into the future. That starts in your heart.
What do you say to the reports that there have been discussions between Kemi's camp, Liz Truss's camp and Suella Braverman's camp about trying to unite that vote that is talking about trying to move the party on in a different direction, with the risk that the final two might be people who are asking for more of the same economic agenda?
So Kemi's fighting to win. She's in it to win. She's very serious about it. She is new. She is a fresh face, but she's had good experience in government and some really tricky portfolios and some really difficult briefs. And she's done something in government, and that's the really important thing. So we'd be delighted, absolutely delighted for colleague support today. We'd be delighted for anybody else running to back Kemi. We're getting more and more endorsements. More and more people say that she's got what it takes, and we hope that people will do that, and we hope for a good result today.
She's very young. She's never been in the cabinet. Are these points that hold her back?
I don't think so. It's not necessarily about what you've done, it's about what you've done with it. And all of the briefs, all of the portfolios, all the ministries which she's been in the Treasury, she's been in Equalities, she's been in local government. They are chunky portfolios with big decisions to make, and she has made them, and people have noticed because she's been willing to say, we need to do this, we need to change that. I'm not just going to accept what the civil service say. That's the kind of leader I want.
Fourth placed yesterday surprised some. It was quite a good showing from someone from a standing start. What would be a good showing today?
Well, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals, but I was really, really pleased yesterday that we made progress, that we got so much support from colleagues. And what I hope will come through this afternoon when it's announced, is that Kemi is gathering momentum and that she is getting more people who are supportive of her. But the race is long. We've got many, many, many more ballots to go, and we want to show progress today. But we also just want to keep Kemi's message out there that she is absolutely serious about this and that she can win and she can be a Prime Minister that changes our country for the better in the future.